Hey Geeks! Welcome back to the Geeksider Show. I'm Josh.
I'm Anna.
This is Connor, and in this video we're going to be talking about Exandria Unlimited Episode 2, titled what was it called?
Oh No Plateau!
The Oh No Plateau! So if you haven't seen that yet, obviously spoiler alert, don't watch this video, come back later. Okay, first of all, one of the things that we forgot to mention in our first video is the opening credits of this. First of all, it's absolutely epic and very much Game of Thrones vibes.
Yeah, it definitely got Game of Thrones vibes, but it's so good.
But what's really funny to me about the opening credits is it's so epic, but the show is very kind of slapstick. Which I'm sure that juxtaposition kind of came about accidentally.
Yeah, probably.
So, speaking of the slapstick, this show has a very different vibe than the Vox Machina or the Mighty Nine, which I think works really well for like a spin-off show.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about how Abria has so much power over Matt right now with those announcements. The glitter beard.
Totally set him up.
Yes, and since she did it and it's the second episode, I kind of feel like this is going to be a trend. I wonder what she's going to make him do in future announcements, and I'm here for it.
I want to touch on really quick some of the plot threads going on, because there's actually kind of a big one in this episode with the fissure, or the plateau that kind of exploded from the ground, and apparently it's possible that something like this is happening at all of the fissure sites.
Yeah, it was at least introduced as a possibility.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not it is or not, because you made a good point about how maybe this is just happening at Thordak's, where Thordak resided, and because of him. So who knows? Hopefully we'll find out.
I don't know. I think maybe it could, because as a DM, I wouldn't plant that seed if I didn't want them to follow it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't plant it if they were going to follow it and then not follow through on it. The other major plot thread going on is the Circlet and the Nameless Ones, which seem to be connected in some way. Yeah. But the Circlet apparently belongs to the Spider Queen, who is Lolth. And then freaking Dariax touched it. Yes. Eyes black.
Yeah. So, we don't want to look it up and spoil ourselves on the show. Yeah. So, it just... what happens if he touches it again? What happens if Dorian or Orem touch it?
Yeah, because they react in a very different way.
Yeah. So that's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah. Also, some big clues dropped on as far as Fern's backstory. We knew she was from the Feywild, but apparently she may have died a bunch of times at some point.
Yeah, like a throwaway line at the very end of the episode where she said, "I might have died a few times," and how she got to the prime material plane is she has two memories of that. One's fabricated. That's interesting.
I didn't get that.
Yeah. She said she had to roll like a wisdom saving throw or something like that.
Remember that?
Yeah, and she said, and that disappears, and you have this other memory, and it's like you can just pull the one up off the other one. So it's like she's got two memories.
See, I didn't pick up on that one of them was a false memory. Oh my gosh, I have to watch that part again. Okay.
I mean, that's how I interpret it. Am I wrong?
One other thing that I want to mention is I do not trust the Fire Shari at all.
Nope.
They seem to have no idea what they're doing.
They are super suspicious.
Yeah, very much so. And maybe it's because I like Opal and Opal doesn't trust them. Maybe I'm picking up on that.
Yeah.
But are they actually sus? I think they're sus.
Yeah.
So my absolute favorite things about the show so far, it feels very casual.
Yeah. And it's just fun. I'm loving Abria's DM style because it's very laid back, the rules are a little relaxed, and if the rule of the game is going to impinge on the role playing or the satisfaction of her players, she just doesn't include it, or she'll bend it a little bit. And I love that. It adds so much. It lets the characters do so much that they might otherwise not have been allowed to do.
And she gives out an inspiration like crazy. At least she did in this episode.
Yeah.
And I don't know if her style is such that that's the way she usually does it, or if that was just something that came through in this episode.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the last thing I want to mention in this video is I really hope they do like a campaign recap for this, because I need somebody to ask is what would have happened if Opal dropped the residuum into the sigil?
Yeah.
I need to know that, and I hope they do a recap so I can ask that question or somebody else can.
I'm actually a little surprised she didn't. Because, I mean, they are... Fern, Opal, and Dariax are absolutely the chaos crew of this campaign.
For sure.
So I'm a little surprised she didn't try it. But, yeah. What would it have been like?
Because Abria was like, "Are you gonna do it?" like, please do it.
Yeah.
So what would have happened? Gotta know. Hope they do a recap so we can find out what would have
Yes. Or, go back and do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Either one's fine.
And of course, at the end of the episode, Abria did her little epilogue, and it does seem like Ted is going to give Opal back her powers. She said at some point, she's going to cave, she's going to give her powers back.
Yeah. Or Opal's going to be in significant enough trouble for her to have to go back because she won't let her sister die.
Yeah.
So
I love these little epilogues at the end.
Yeah. Oh yeah, God, me too.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
All right, I think that's all we have. I'm sure you guys have something that you saw in the episode that we didn't talk about. Talk about it down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already.
And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.